Introduction to Prokaryotes. We will start our series of lectures, which is revision for you from this Introduction to Prokaryotes. What is microbiology? You have already learned about this, but still we will start with the same thing, that microbiology means a study of microorganisms. This microorganisms which are not visible by your unaided eyes or naked eye. Microorganisms are diverse. Their classification has always been challenged for any microbiological taxonomist. As you know that microorganism cannot be visible by your naked eye. जो organism એવા છે કે જે તમને તમારી નરી આંખે દેખાતા નથી. જેનું આપણને shape size ખ્યાલ ના આવતો હોય એનું classify કરવું is not an easy thing. So today we know everything. આજે આપણને બધી ખબર છે, પણ જ્યારે as a microbiologist people started to classify it, to understand it, it was not easy for them. Okay. Initially it was been classified as some were look like a plant, so they were classified in a plant group, and some were like animal, so they are classified in a animal group. For example, કે અમુક માઇક્રોઓર્ગેનિઝમ એવા હતા કે જે ફોટોસિન્થેસિસ કરી શકતા હતા, સેલ વોલ હતું, તો સેલ વોલ એની પાસે હતી, તો they were classified as a plant, and those who are motile, જે mobility હતી, જે movement કરી શકતા હતા, they were classified as a plants. When we go in a history, the initial or the first division of prokaryotes and eukaryotes were confirmed by two different scientists by their concept delivered by a paper published by Roger Stanier. Roger Stanier and CB Van Neal નામના સાયન્ટિસ્ટ એમના પેપર દ્વારા એનું ક્લેરિફિકેશન આવ્યું હતું, જેને કન્સેપ્ચ્યુઅલ પેપરને બેક્ટેરિયમ કહે છે. Now what is prokaryotes? Actually this word came from Greek word pro. Pro means before and karyon means nucleus, not all. That is જેની પાસે એકદમ primary type ના nucleus structure હતું, that is known as prokaryotes. While eukaryotes means an organism which has a well-defined and true nucleus with a membrane-bounded structure. This and have a complex cell structures in compared to prokaryotes. એટલે prokaryote ની સરખામણીમાં જેનું structure complex હતું. Now this is the prokaryotic structure. You can see that there may be cell wall, capsule, DNA in a form of nucleoid. Means એની પાસે કોઈ specific organelles નથી કે આ nucleus છે, પણ genetic material એક this કુંતલાકાર structures માં એમ કહેવાય કે twisted structure, helical structures માં જોવા મળે. It has mesosomes, ribosomes. This is a cytoplasm, એટલે કોષરસ છે. Bacterial flagellum. In a further study you will see that this flagellum or flagella also have a different types, but this is the basic structure of bacteria or prokaryotic organism. So once again, prokaryotic is a unicellular organism that lacks the membrane bound nucleus, mitochondria, or any other membrane bounded organelles. Means they do not have a membrane bound defined structure like eukaryotes. Okay. So the first living organism was found on earth is believed to be prokaryotes. The prokaryotes and all whatever the prokaryotic structure or components are present, they are intracellular water soluble components. They are intracellular as well as water soluble components. Means કે એમનું DNA છે, protein છે, બીજા જે બી structures છે એ cytoplasm માં તમને જોવા મળશે at a different location, and sometimes they are scattered throughout the cytoplasm and covered by cell membrane. Now this is a structure of eukaryotic cells. As this figure shows that it is a well defined structures, we will find a very clear cut idea about different organelles. We can see this, that this nucleus, which is two layered membrane, contains nucleolus, means કોષ કેન્દ્ર નું સ્થાન એમાં આવેલું છે. Then this is endoplasmic plasmic reticulum. Endoplasmic reticulum means અંતઃકોષરસ જાળ, જેમાં smooth and rough, and the smooth and rough means જેની પાસે ribosomes છે એ rough છે અને જેમાં ribosomes આવેલા નથી એ smooth છે. એવી endoplasmic reticulum you will find. Then mitochondria, then chloroplast, Golgi complex. This is a cell wall which is made up of cellulose and related component, plasma membrane, and vacuoles. Okay, so this is about whatever the structure is about eukaryotic cells. Eukaryotic, so what is eukaryotes? Eukaryotes are organisms whose cells have a nucleolus covered with nucleus membrane. Okay, that is the first thing, that it has a true nucleus. Other than this is that there is a membrane bounded organelles like a chloroplast and Golgi complex. Some of them also have a chloroplast like algae. Okay. This shows the difference between eukaryotes and prokaryotes. Now we will see the difference between cell structures. That is, what is the difference between prokaryotic cells and eukaryotic cells? That cell wall, you can see the cell wall of prokaryotes are non-cellulose. Means they are made up of some another material than cellulosic polysaccharides, that is murin. And some of in compared to eukaryotes have a well-defined cellulose material which is more strong in compared to prokaryotic cell wall. Cell membrane in prokaryotes is very simple. It is a plasma membrane which does not contain any carbohydrates or steroids. While in cell membrane of this eukaryotes, you will find phospholipid bilayers. They are contained. They contain other carbohydrates as well as steroids. Organelles. As we know, prokaryotes means primary type of cell structures. They do not contain any complex type of organelles. They have only few types of organelles are present. That also in a primary level. Means prokaryotes ma ribosomes છે, mitochondria છે, પણ એ પણ એકદમ પ્રાથમિક કક્ષાના એના સ્ટ્રક્ચર્સ હોય છે. જ્યારે આપણે eukaryotes માં શું હોય, all organelles will be well defined, complex with their functions. એટલે એમને એકદમ well defined છે, એના functions બહુ specific હોય છે, અને envelope જેની જેમ એ membrane single અથવા double layer membrane થી covered હોય છે. પછી એ nucleus હોય, mitochondria હોય, Golgi complex હોય કે પછી chloroplast હોય. Even a nucleus prokaryotes ની અંદર true nucleus નથી હોતું. એની જગ્યાએ they have just certain nuclear material, either DNA or RNA, single circular form માં હોય, double layered form માં histones સાથે હોય, but they will present in internal proportion of the cell, does not have well defined stage કે center માં જ હશે કે side માં હશે, એવું well defined નથી હોતું. Sometimes even bacteria contain RNA as their genetic material. Now, nucleus. Eukaryotes have a nuclei separate from the cytoplasm by a double layer and contain chromosome and nucleolus. એનું જો structure જોઈએ તો આવું એમ specific હોય, cytoplasm થી અલગ પડતું હોય, interference ના હોય. The nuclear material of eukaryotes is arranged into a multiple chromosomes, and this number of chromosomes will also different. Eukaryotes માં આપણે simple form of fungi ને બી include કરીએ છીએ, અને human structures are also known as eukaryotic cells. Both have different type of nucleus, and somehow nucleus is used to understand which group of this organism or a animal or any living being is there. બરાબર, આપણે ક્રોમોઝોમ, એના નંબર, ડીએનએ સ્ટ્રક્ચર ઉપરથી જે તે લિવિંગ બીંગ ને ક્લાસિફાય કરી શકીએ છીએ. The DNA structure is also quite different. DNA is in a loop. Loop જેવું એક arrangement હોય પ્રોકેરિયોટ્સ માં. DNA floats in a cytoplasm. આપણે આગળ વાત કરીએ એમ એની કોઈ specific position નથી હોતી. And the type of their small ribosomes are 70S type. While in eukaryotes you will find DNA is in paired of chromosome. એટલે બેની પેરમાં હોય. આપણે 24 ક્રોમોઝોમ કહીએ છીએ તો પછી એમાં ટોટલ કેટલા થાય છે? 22 plus 2. Okay. It floats in a nucleus containing in a membrane. It is a covered structure. Cytoplasm માં ગમે તેમ ફરતું નથી, અને એના જે large ribosomes છે, that is made up of ATS type. Flagella simple lacking microbial tubules, and the flagellal structure it is also very simple, extracellular, 20 nanometer in diameter, while when we see in eukaryotes the flagella will be well defined arrangement of 9+2 of microtubules, and intracellular as well as it is bigger in diameter in compared to prokaryotes. Difference in mechanisms which is followed by for the gene transfer. Genetic material નું એક સેલમાંથી બીજા સેલમાં ટ્રાન્સફર થવું અથવા એનું રિપ્રોડક્શન થવું, એમાં ઘણો બધો વેરિએશન્સ હોય છે. મોટા ભાગે પ્રોકેરિયોટ્સમાં જીન ટ્રાન્સફર બેક્ટેરિયોફાજની મદદથી એટલે કે વાયરસની મદદથી બી થતું હોઈ શકે. પછી પ્લાઝમિડ મેડિએટેડ હોય જેને આપણે કન્જુગેશન કહીએ છીએ, અને નેચરલ ટ્રાન્સફોર્મેશન છે. I am not giving these things in a detail just now because it is little bit higher and difficult to understand. Just now you remember in this form that whatever the gene transfer is done in prokaryotes are by 3 means: plasmid, natural transformation, or with the help of bacterial viruses or bacteriophage. While in eukaryotic cells, gene transfer occurs in asexual way. Then mitosis and meiosis are also method. Mitosis and meiosis means સમસૂત્રી ભાજન, અર્ધસૂત્રી ભાજન, જે તમે અગાઉ પ્લાન્ટ્સ માટે 12th સુધીમાં ભણી ગયા છો. બરાબર, અભ્યાસ તમારા સ્ટડીઝમાં આવી ગયું છે. Now social status. Prokaryotes are considered strictly unicellular, and most of them stable in aggregated community. Means તમને એક સિંગલ સેલ જોવા ના મળે, એ એગ્રીગેટેડ સમૂહમાં હોય, એક એગ્રીગેટેડ કમ્યુનિટીમાં, અને બાયોફિલ્મ જેવું બનાવે, આખું લેયર બનાવતું હોય એ રીતે. જ્યારે eukaryotes are multicellular and maybe live in a group or isolated form. You will able to isolate one fungi, even a protozoa. Okay, જે બેક્ટેરિયા અથવા વાયરસ અથવા એનાથી નાના પ્રોકેરિયોટ્સમાં શક્ય નથી. But in evolutionary ratio, the oldest known fossil of prokaryotes is approximately 3.5 million years ago, only about 1 million years after the formation of earth crust. પૃથ્વી ઉપરનો સૌથી પહેલો સજીવ એ પ્રોકેરિયોટિક છે. While eukaryotes appear in the fossil recorded later than prokaryotic ancestors, and the oldest fossil of eukaryotes was about 1.7 billion years ago. Okay, this suggests that prokaryotes has been evolved first. This is a tree structures of evolution. That prokaryotes includes bacteria, and similar to bacteria there is archaebacteria, which we will study later on. After this, eukaryote are developed, which is fungi, algae, plantania, animals, everything. Okay, thank you.